finale. Today, we're making wedding dresses.
The toughest challenge yet.
I just want to be a beautiful bride.
Fun. I know what things look pretty, but I don't know how to make them happen.
This is my day.
Yes.
What?
This is the most epic challenge in without instructions history.
That who's gonna wear? Us? We're gonna wear.
For me, unfortunately, it is a wedding dress.
Say yes to the stress.
Say yes to the stress.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They're gonna look terrible.
The Try Guys are back in the workshop for the thrilling finale of Without Instructions.
Fancy dress things.
Today will be their most difficult task yet. Wedding dresses.
Where do dresses have seams?
Will their training carry them over the threshold?
Wow, this one's huge. It's way bigger than I ever dreamed.
Or will they be gowning in their sorrows?
I'm already terrible at sewing cotton, let alone chiffon or satin.
Each designer will have 6 hours to complete their dress and present it to our panel of judges. Hi, I'm Lauren, or LaurDIY. I am a DIY and women's lifestyle YouTuber. I also host a craft show on HBO Max called Craftopia.
My name is Roman, and I am a stylist turned designer. I'm always in something lacy, and I'm used to working with very delicate fabrics. People don't need to be perfect, but specific clothing can be.
I'm Matthew Christopher. I'm a couture wedding gown designer. I've been designing wedding gowns for 24 years.
I forgot that this was the fashion episode, and so I am surrounded by very fashionable judges, and I have a Powerpuff Girl shirt on.
I've been designing wedding gowns since I would say high school. I've designed gowns for Megan Hilty, Kelly O'Hara, Kristen Chenoweth, Kathy Najimy, Deborah Messing, and Carly Lloyd. The difference between a wedding gown and a normal gown is that it's a super emotional situation because it's that one day where you get to wear something that you never get to wear in your life. Couture to me is really about the work that goes into it. Hand stitching makes the dress one of a kind. Brides look at every tiny detail. The finishings on the inside, the finishings on the outside. Brides these days are looking for all different kinds of colors. These fabrics are super difficult to work with. 9 months is a typical timeline for a Matthew Christopher wedding gown. No one makes a wedding dress alone. It takes many hands, many hours, many months. The fact that you're going to give the Try Guys 6 hours is an incredible feat. My advice is good luck.
And this is the longest we have to work on any of our projects, ever. 6 hours to make a full wedding dress.
It took us 5 hours to make puppets. You're gonna give us one extra hour.
We should start now.
Okay, yeah. Let's go.
Boy.
Okay.
I have to measure, don't I?
You guys realize we are making wedding gowns, right?
Yes.
Yes.
What's the difference between a dress and a gown?
How do we start? I've never even thought about making a wedding dress. I couldn't imagine something I'm less qualified to do. My strategy though is to not try to make the sleekest, not try to make the fanciest, but to try to make the biggest. I want to be the belle of the ball. So we're gonna go with the yellow. I'm gonna look like a giant bell, like a bell in a handbell choir. I would like a 10-foot diameter dress. I've seen fancy dresses, they have a really long train, right? They're really long, but they're never really wide. I think I've got this one, because nobody's making a bigger dress than me.
I have a fun-shaped body where my whole life I've been skinny, but I have these little chunky, I got like real love handles. You can grab right onto me. People always are trying to lose weight, get into shape so that they can fit their dresses. I say, In fact, I want you to be comfortable. Maybe put on a couple pounds. I want this to be the most comfortable day of your life, which is why today, I'm making a fleece wedding dress. I want it to be like a Snuggie that you can get married in. Look, I'm not gonna be able to compete with some hot couture, high fashion bullshit. I'm playing my own race. I can't really say that I know how to sew. I also don't know if you can even sew fleece.
La 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 la.
Ned's way too in his element today. This dude loves weddings.
La la, weddings.
My name's Ned Fulmer and I love 2 things, weddings and my wife.
I love 2 things. I love weddings and Lord of the Rings. Today?
I thought you were gonna say my Lord and Savior.
What? No.
Ned's getting really religious this season.
I've been to a lot of weddings, but one wedding I always wished I could have gone to was the wedding between Arwen and Aragorn in Lord of the Rings. So it's a Lord of the Rings elven dress with lots of beautiful like flower trails, and there's like a crown, and it's very flowy and free, and it's kind of like if it were a little sluttier, you could wear it to Coachella. I should get some ears. Can you get me elf ears? I'm all over it. Yes, but like the good ones.
And we have to model our own dresses, so we're designing them for our own body measurements.
I really don't give a shit about weddings. The emotions, and the way the bride felt, and the way the groom looked at her, and it makes me want to vomit. What I like is the stress everyone has, because I like executing things under high pressure. So I'm actually gonna go for a traditional princess gown, but I'm doing a gothic version. Really high fashion, a lot of volume, but all black. Feels like treating the wedding also like a funeral. Because it's the death of your single life.
First, the designers have to figure out where to even start.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Let's just see what it looks like if I start covering her in tulle.
Illustrating is the first step of making a gown. This is a gown called the Brie, and what I'm gonna do is use this beautiful lace. I'm gonna work off of this detail because it's an inspiration.
Why am I starting with drawing? Is no one else starting with drawing? Yeah, Eugene started with it. I'm doing it because Eugene's doing it.
I didn't know what my design was coming in. I just knew I wanted to do a sort of gothic couture bride. But I also want to kind of pull from some Asian influences. So I'm just sort of playing with design right now. But I want to be the most elegant gothic bride in Asia. Eugene can sketch, but he cannot sew. The drawings always look better than the dress.
And the loop-de-loops on the side. Bam, loop-de-loops. Touch of romance and elven mystery.
That bride looks slightly jacked.
Well, yeah, it's me. Duh. Hashtag Canes.
So after the illustration process, this goes to the pattern team, and we make a pattern for the dress itself. Since the pattern team is not here, we're gonna do a little bit of draping today.
So tulle goes under the dress to make it bigger, to proof it out. I know I'm covered in glitter. The first fabric I touched was glitter, apparently.
So draping a gown is about taking the fabric, and you can work off the form itself, you can work off a person also.
Okay, I'm 6 feet, right? 6'3". So we'll just keep folding it onto myself. Yeah. Oh, that's good. I think I'm gonna take one of those hoop skirts too, just to help me build on top of. Ding dong! Bong! Oh, that's a lot of time.
What we're doing here is we're making a pattern. Here's a natural waist, so I'm marking where that natural waist is.
Boy, does it not feel good to be cutting actual fabric.
Do not start with your final fabric. Use something that's a little more disposable so that you can mark everything before you have to use your real fabric.
Well, I don't like this material as much, so why don't I play with it first?
Going with mainly like a satin skirt. This is probably totally wrong, but I'm not a math person, so I don't want to make full measurements.
I wonder if this is more frustrating for you, Eugene, because you do actually have taste.
Oh, this is incredibly frustrating. That's why when you watch this footage back, I probably just look like I'm about to have a conniption. Literally the past 30 minutes, I was standing here staring at chiffon. Because everything I did, I was like, that's gonna be too hard, that's gonna be impossible. I don't actually understand dress form, but I think if I make something solid at the bottom, I can like attach things. I honestly think the skirts are gonna be way easier than the bodices. I think that's gonna be where people are gonna mess up a lot.
What's a bodice?
This up.
Chest part.
Not skirt.
How does one make a bodice?
When you're making a pattern, you want to make sure that you're using different components and different sections. You cannot do this drape in one piece of fabric.
I'm making a one piece right now. It's not quite what I was going for, but you know, wrinkles are the windows to the soul.
You want to make sure that you drape the front and the back of the bodice separately.
Making it bigger and bigger and bigger.
Wow, Keith, I mean, so far, it's stunning.
It looks like one of those fashionable poof dresses all the ladies wear.
Are you just stacking tulle on a hoop skirt?
If you're a newbie at the situation, you cannot make a dress out of 2 panels unless you're doing something completely fashionable and cool, okay?
You know, to create a fitted top, it has to be more than one piece, so it's like multiple pieces sewn together.
So you just said to create a fitted top, you need more than one piece?
You're gonna drape a center front panel and a side front panel, and then a side back panel, and then a center back panel.
I'm redoing my bodice in multiple pieces.
I know the vision for the dress, I just have no idea how to execute it, but I think I found a solution. I'm gonna use this really thin chiffon to create the shape I want, and then I'm going to anchor it to a waistband. It's so weird using yourself as a mannequin, but I want this to fit like right to my body. I'm gonna make this dress a lot more revealing than I thought.
This does look terrible. How'd that shape come about? I'm getting married soon eventually. It is actually happening, we're planning. You'd think like, oh, Zach, you're getting married, you should know this. Maggie's not letting me see anything. I'm totally ignorant about this out of love. I was going for a hot V-neck. Supposed to go that way. Okay, now I know. You go that way. Is it a problem that this material's see-through? Therefore, you're gonna be able to see my boobs.
Because what is your concept, Zach?
My concept is comfort and also something. I just want something. I'm gonna go get more caffeine.
3 hours, 12 minutes.
Not enough.
Okay, I'm fucked.
Why is this so big? I remember cutting these things. You were there. I cut so many things and now I have them and they're uncut. What is happening? I'm going crazy. We saw it. I remember cutting these things, right? I would drape it over my body, wad it up and cut it. So how does this exist? What kind of magic? And it's connected to something else on the other side. I'm flabbergasted. What? How? Is there a prank? Is this a prank, man? You might be thinking I'm referencing Belle from Beauty and the Beast because it's yellow, but I'm not. It's not that kind of Belle.
Is it rectangle?
I don't read.
All right, I just took out this material from my bodice. Why does this not look good? Somehow this looks even worse.
The seam allowance is one of the most important parts of having the dress fit correctly.
So something gets wrinkly around here. So does that mean it's actually 3 pieces?
I used a red marker to mark where the seam is going to be seen. You have about 1 inch seam allowance, so when you bring the back pattern piece, you're going to attach that seam allowance and you're going to sew through.
How is it even worse?
If you do not have a seam allowance on a dress, we're going to have a real problem because we do say sometimes you can't water it and make it grow.
Put me on a sailboat. Ship me out to sea.
If you have like 1/8 of an inch, even 1/4 of an inch, and you're trying to fit a bodice really tight, it's gonna pull, it's gonna rip. It depends on the fabric itself.
A single strip of fabric would be better than whatever garbage I just put together. Maybe I can use a corset. I don't know if this looks good either. Keith.
I don't know how to help. I don't know if we get it on you, if we'll ever get it off you.
Everything I do looks bad. I just want the wedding to be perfect.
You were such a dramatic bride.
You know what, my dudes? It. We're just gonna start sewing. Just grip it and rip it.
2 hours, 40 minutes.
Don't be afraid to use a sewing machine. It's a big garment. The presser foot actually brings down the needle and puts weight on the fabric. This is industrial, so it can go pretty fast.
Look at me go. Look at me go. Oh, this is so much easier than hot glue.
So I really was staring at the fabric for a long time trying to figure out the way it wanted to work. So I'm trying to work with the strengths of the chiffon. So I'm bunching it and sewing together the top strap. I sort of created this stitch in the chiffon to bunch it, and that'll end up being here for the shoulder strap.
This is crazy to sew.
All right, done with my zipper and wait, how did I sew my dress to the machine?
So the machine just doesn't want to gobble up this much fabric. We're gonna go in and hand sew each layer one at a time.
All right, Rachel, how much time do we have?
1 hour, 12 minutes.
Okay.
So if you're sewing for the first time, try to find what's gonna work, and you should wear the dress should not wear you.
I think I did it, kinda, sorta.
Zach.
Maybe it's just a shawl. A series of shawls. Oh, like the J-Lo. This is frickin' hot.
Whoa, that is a smoke show look.
Goes up my butthole like a one piece.
You have something that's completely sheer. You want to make sure that you're covering it up with something that's enough to cover the tidbits.
I assume that you need to cover nipples in order to successfully call yourself a wedding dress.
It is like the wedding tradition I hate, where they simulate cunnilingus.
What was that?
So it's this old tradition where the groom crawls under the bride's dress for some reason and with his teeth removes her garter, at which point he then takes the garter and slingshots it into the crowd to the rest of the men, who then own it.
Straight people are crazy.
1 hour.
1 hour left?
The bodice and the skirt are totally different, but they're melted together with this gorgeous lace.
The wedding's in an hour. It's in an hour. My corset is not fitting.
I have a bodice now-ish, but now I have to sew the skirt to the bodice. It all still makes sense in my mind, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get all my embellishments on in time. God, I hope I have enough fabric for this.
I know you think we need arms, but where will they go?
Too much time just fussing around. The next part of this video, I gotta just grip it and rip it.
45 minutes.
God damn it.
Keith,
Yes?
where'd you go?
I'm in the dress.
I seamed the back so the skirt is full. I was thinking of doing a bow, adding lace across the dress as well. I had to resort to a stitch gun.
Shit. Oh, God. Oh,
What happened?
I shoved that needle under my fingernail.
Ooh. I look like a wino mom. I look like...
You look like you shop at Chico's.
Have y'all ever sewn lace? I'm gonna try to sew lace.
I'm experimenting with a little, you know, touch of green for the belt moment.
30 minutes left, boys! It's probably a little late in the game to be testing out different fabrics, but here we are.
I've created a lace cape train, so I'm actually gonna Velcro so it's removable for the bride. She could just rip it off if she doesn't wanna wear the cape.
Keith?
That's fine. I'm making sleeves to Rachel's delight and my dismay.
I think I'm just gonna maybe do a tulle band and not do the bow so I can cover up this muslin. Ooh, this is so complicated. Not my favorite thing, but we're gonna hand sew. I feel like a real designer right now.
Final 5.
Just breathe.
Look, we always end up pulling something out of the end of these videos.
Yeah, we always make it happen.
God, this is so hard.
This is so hard. I've never struggled with anything so hard in my life.
The corset wasn't working, it wasn't fitting on me. I went back to the beginning, which was my single bandeau kind of wraparound. I attached the neck piece, I have these little arm pieces. Now I'm trying to connect my skirt to my dress.
Cut it and start ripping it apart. Shove your arm in. Yeah, that's about the size of my arm, huh? It's not a sleeve, it's more of a hole.
It is so deeply crushing to have wasted all this time on the top, but it feels so good to have something perfect.
Oh my God.
What?
This is the exact right length for this skirt.
Just grip it and rip it, baby.
You have said that so many times.
Ed, you got it?
Is that on my waistband? Oh my God!
Oh my God.
Oh my God!
Oh my God.
My skirt is connected to my bust.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up.
Guys, it's been a wonderful season. Let's get judged.
Today we'll be judging on creativity, construction, and is it a wedding dress?
I'm looking for construction. Did we use lace? What's the build like? And did we go over the top? Or did we go minimal? Or did we go bride?
I know I'm going to be able to tell that you had fun with the process, but I want to see that you cared.
What are the do's and don'ts of wedding dress design, and like, what makes a wedding dress not a regular dress?
Oh, white? White dress?
Should be white.
Should be white. I am an aspiring wedding gown wearer, and I'm here to be excited.
We're here to excite you.
Excite me.
For the girl who can't decide if she's too hot or too cold, I proudly present a dress of fire and ice. Judges, I too.
Yeah!
Wow.
Okay.
Wow, I did
okay,
not expect
okay.
this.
Neither did anyone.
The flower nippies. The flower nippies. It's all I'm looking at. The chest hair is a great touch.
Thank you. I always want to be cozy, so I have a nice Sherpa fleece bottom over a nice hoop skirt. And then on top, I wanted to show off this figure. I ain't been working out for nothing.
I mean, I love it. I love it, actually.
And a train.
You do?
Chugga, chugga, chugga,
You have a train, I'm so glad. Wait, we have a hoop skirt going on. Do we have a hoop skirt
There's a
going
hoop skirt.
Really?
Yeah. You want to see it?
Yeah.
You want to peek
I want to
under
see
my
what's going on.
carriage?
I want to see what's going on.
Boom.
Wow, wait a minute, it's a construction. Do you mind if I look?
Go ahead, you're gonna see my dick.
Wow,
Wow, there is hand stitching. Good job.
So I understand you could not wear heels.
Right.
But you could at least have
shoes
on.
Can you see this without the flower nippies? Can those come off?
They come right off.
Just like real nipples.
This already is so much better.
Yeah.
I like it. I would have put the flowers on the inside and had a subtle detail. Look how it's almost couture-esque.
It is. You could actually, I think a straight across strapless would have been good too.
It's a
I
metaphor.
actually love the top half. Even though it's just tied, I feel like that style of shirt is like honestly really trendy right now.
Like even looking at it now, I'm already like, I sort of want a two-gown with like flowers underneath.
All the way through.
I'm inspired for my gown.
I think that actually the creativity was trying to get this skirt together. That wasn't an easy idea.
The key word is try. How much time did you get?
6 hours?
6 hours. And this is what you came up with?
I know, pretty impressive.
I hate this middle section. Like I like this and I like this. It's like this part here does like not fit whatsoever and it's flopping down.
I don't like the bottom.
I hate the bottom.
The whole bottom.
The whole
bottom.
You're just making it worse and worse.
This looks like what I walk around in when the AC is too high in my house. When I have like a t-shirt on and I do the blanket skirt to walk around to balance it out. But mine looks better.
I've seen you at home. Just kidding. Judges, is it a wedding dress?
For me, unfortunately, it is a wedding dress.
That's the best phrasing I've ever heard.
I think it's a wedding dress.
We might have two different dresses going on. A little prom up top and a little wedding down here. I'm saying it's not a wedding dress. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I get it.
You've heard of Lord of the Rings. How about the Lord of this dress? It is one dress to rule them all. Please open your eyes.
Wow!
Oh my God! Ned!
Wow!
Wow. Ned, this is truly so impressive.
No, you did really
It
well.
hugs your girlish figure.
You're on point.
Thank you.
This season, on point.
Yeah, this season. So I'm a big fan of Lord of the Rings. Love elves. Elves are young forever and they're bonded forever. The two things every wedding hopes it should be.
The pointed tops of the bodice is so nice.
The bodice and the neckline technique, I mean, is great. That is not easy.
The billowy sleeves are really cute. I almost wish they were like a little more, like a little more fabric. A little
They could
fuller.
be a little fuller. I love the green. It complements your eyes. The raw edge is just sort of getting me, but overall, like, I'm impressed.
So the reason it's a belt not sewn in is because I wanted it to be able to hold a sword, actually.
That would have been perfect.
It's a combo sword belt. We couldn't get a sword in time, but that was the idea, that it's like you got a little sword here.
I have a sword in my house. I didn't know you needed a sword.
I also have a sword of my
I also have a sword. You don't have a sword, Ned?
Loser!
Yeah.
Good job, Ned. The
Yeah,
seaming
that
here,
seam
like you did well, like really well.
And it looks comfortable. It looks
It
like you
is
can
comfy.
move in
Yeah.
it. It looks like you
I could dance in this. I could ride a horse in this.
I could do without these pieces of lace coming down.
Just snip them off.
So we know that you wanted the green belt to tie in with like the theme. I think personally, I would love to not have that. I feel like it needs one more layer of lining. Are you wearing black boxers?
I am, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
We did good on the back here.
Where this little situation though here is not.
It's completely
But you did an invisible zipper, and they're not easy.
Yeah. Wait, is this zipper inside out? No.
No,
you
usually got
to tuck this in. Yeah.
It was
caught a
tough.
little tail sometimes.
Yeah.
It was tough, and that's why I'm proud of it.
It's not the shape or design for me, but it was so well executed.
Agreed.
Judges, is it a wedding dress?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you, judges.
Judges, weddings are basically funerals for your single life. So I gotta say one thing. Why I gotta be white?
Oh,
Feast your eyes.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Shut him up. Wow.
wow. Yeah, the pleating is amazing.
I know.
I mean, the creativity behind this. I mean, this is the most you dress that I could have ever imagined and dreamed up for you, and you brought it to life. Oh, it's
fluff?
a cape moment.
Oh, wait, the two.
What? Is that drape cape?
You are on trend.
Oh my god.
On the cover of Modern Bride.
Obsessed.
New trend.
I don't really know how to sew, so I started just feeling the material. I realized that it was rouging, so I just sewed it, crinkled, and pleated it as I put it in the machine.
Yeah.
Then I attached it to the waistband.
I mean, no, it looks incredible.
And the cowl back, this is amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's a really deep
Front
cowl
to back.
Did anybody see the headpiece?
Yes.
Look at the headpiece. I love it. It comes into a crown point. I love it.
I wrapped a tiara in lace.
I love it.
Wow.
The detail of the neckline where it comes up over the bust, and then the sheer lace is beautiful. I'm super impressed. I love it, and I have to say, black is actually happening right now.
Yeah,
Girls are asking for black wedding gowns.
Well, we know I live for silk, satin, chiffon, and lace. I'm happy that you decided to not have a white gown. I'll let some things slide. It's very you. And the detail of this gown, I'm just like, I love it. The pleats are amazing. I love the lace underneath of the chiffon. You can see the lace detail through it. The train is beautiful. I love the different textures. Yeah, I think it's great.
Stunning.
Loved it.
Absolutely stunning.
Bam, 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 bam.
And look at
The
how
back
it looks
detail.
just like,
Oh, I know. Even just like
that
the
shot over the
silhouette.
shoulder.
Beautiful.
You got it.
You honestly look like you're gonna be my husband. Like, we're
See,
getting there.
I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta get a picture.
Judges, is it a wedding dress?
Yeah. I was like the advocate for it having to be white, but this is, I couldn't imagine you in any other dress at your wedding.
It's great. It's beautifully done. It's a wedding dress.
I want to wear it. So yeah, it's a wedding dress.
Come stand by me real quick.
Yeah, get a shot.
Oh, this
No-
is good.
no back
this
shots.
is good.
Look at the happy couple.
Oh,
yes.
God.
The lace, look how the lace pulls it together. Don't you love it? Wow.
Oh my God.
Ding dong! Are those wedding bells I hear? No, that's wedding bell you hear. I am the wedding bell of the ball. Open your eyes. No way!
Are those bananas?
I can't.
Okay.
Awesome. Oh my God, I could die.
My God.
Totally unexpected.
Ding dong. When I think weddings, I think those church bells ringing. The couple running out, the glee, the merriment, the joy. I wanted to bring joy into a dress. I wanted to make you look at me and think, wow, that's a bell. Ding dong.
I kind of feel like you're a wedding accessory and not the bride.
That's f***ing rude, bitch. This is my day.
There's a bride. There's a bride.
16 months of planning every perfect little thing, and that's the first thing you say to me, a bride?
Can't wait for your wedding.
How do you feel about the fit?
Honestly, the time that you put into the neckline, that's important. There was some stitching and all that stuff. There was sewing. The fit, it's fun. You can do whatever you want under there.
Just a lot of fabric tucked in
Sewn
a
in.
hoop skirt.
Ding dong. Ding dong.
The problem is you could have just tucked it,
Why would
and
I
it
do
would
that?
look exactly the same.
That's not true. If it was just tucked in, it would absolutely be falling apart. Because I tried just tucking it in.
Okay.
Even if you had done like a tiny little tube top and then it came out underneath the bust.
As a bell.
As a
At
bell.
the bottom.
Yeah, I just feel like it just swallows you up in not the right way.
I like being gobbled. I want to be gobbled up like a banana.
Oh my God.
Go for it.
I was smoking the banana.
I definitely think it brings joy and laughter, correct?
You've never been to a funny wedding. Maybe that shows something about your friends.
I'm not giving you any creativity, like anything. I feel like you found an easy thing to do.
It's not a creative idea and it's not a creative execution.
Why? Articulate it. What don't you like? What's not creative? Articulate it.
The bottom. Imagine if he would have did a straight cut with all the fabric and it was just nice and clean on the bottom.
It just feels like a half fleshed out idea that was a little lazy.
Okay,
I'd like a compliment.
are there any compliments? for this
Just
question?
what?
Keith, I like the way it looks when you're seated.
Yeah.
It looks,
Yes.
Because there's a shape to it.
yeah,
Yeah.
because there's
A
shape.
delicate bell.
I actually like how big the circumference is. I just wish that you had given it more than just one bell shape. Like even if you had just like a little tight little corset or bandeau.
I just wanted to make a bell.
So when we do the bell challenge video, we'll have
You think we'll do one of those?
we'll have the blueprint for that one.
Yeah.
You're thinking
But you
of,
know,
like, this-
even a bell has shape.
Yeah, I guess.
Do you think it's a wedding dress?
No, sweetie.
Like, ask somebody else.
No, sweetie.
What would you call it?
A bell.
Funny and fun and a bell?
It's a bell.
It's funny.
It's a bell.
Keith, it's funny and fun and a bell.
Keith, you wanted to make a bell and you
wanted
made
to
a
do.
bell.
That's what you wanted.
Okay, this is the kind of energy I'm looking for.
Yeah, you wanted to make a bell and you made a bell.
I
A
did.
beautiful bell. Sparkly
bell.
bell.
You made us laugh a lot.
That's the joy I hope to bring into my marriage.
Would a banana make you feel better?
Yeah.
Wow, great catch.
Great God.
The sound also.
Welcome, brides. Welcome back to the judging portion of the finale episode.
This was a huge challenge. 6 hours to make a dress. That is wild. Wow, I'm just blown away by how much work you did and where you are right now. Standing here in your gowns. Wow.
Thank you.
We commend all of your hard work, your blood, sweat, and tears. And in fourth place, we've got the bell.
What a word. What a word. What a word.
Quick, we can revive her with banana.
Hit me with that nanner.
Oh, nice catch.
Yeah.
Good catch.
You can never take this away from me.
Your victory banana.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's the eye contact.
Third place is Zach.
What the f is that? You gotta do this. This is not how we make the show. You say, it's a dress that had this, and that this, and you do some misdirection. I gotta tell you.
I think this is all perfect footage and we should just keep rolling with this.
What the f is going on?
So, in first place, it was actually really hard for us to pick between you two. I had my reasons to go one way, they had their reasons to go other ways, and I think that both of you did an amazing job in construction of the gowns. I literally want both of these dresses.
All 4 of these dresses, wow.
I appreciate the pleating, 100%, it's beautiful. The sleeves are my favorite part of this gown.
I was thoroughly impressed.
Same. So in first place for this challenge, the winner is Eugene.
Wow. Wow. Great job, Eugene.
Wow. Wow. Darkness reigns. I loved everything about it.
I got second place every episode. Honestly, I'm pretty proud of it.
Ned, throughout this series, we have been so impressed with your ability to shine bright, but not the brightest in the
Thank you. Thank you. I love that for me.
Well, this has been our season of Without Instructions. What other things should we try to craft together without any guide? Thanks so much to Lauren for being our judge for all 4 episodes, and thanks to today's judges as well. Make sure that when you have your wedding, you wear what makes you joyful. Ding, dong. Bye. What's happening?
I know, what is this?
What's happening?
You're gonna like show a nut by accident.
Won't be by accident.
In 3 years, when there's an actual dress like this on a famous celebrity's wedding, I need a handwritten apology. And you, not you, you've been fairly nice. Ding dong.